And in that way, you know, you could be like, well, you know, I mean, can you come past and pay the light bill or something? You know, and instead of him not picking up your phone call, he gonna pick up your phone call because you just stuck a light bulb in his butt. Okay? Well, hello there, love bugs. Hello there, Bellas. If you have not already done so, please remember to like, share to Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. And if you are not already a part of our book club, please remember to hit the Patreon link below and or the join button here on the YouTube, and for a small monthly fee of $5, you babies, yes, you can be privy to all the shenanigans before the YouTube gets it, if the YouTube gets it. Okay, this Friday, October 22nd, we are doing the live Q&A cash giveaway. This will be a closed chat, meaning that the only people that can participate in this live Q&A cash giveaway for the Sugar Ray, Bury Me in Motown book are current members. You cannot come in and say, hey, can I join today? No, because you should have been joined, mother hunchies, okay? But please be courteous of the paying members and stand down, okay? And I'm starting to notice that a lot of you mother hunchies, the rudest ones, the most disrespectful ones, the ones with the most reckless comments, be the non-paying members. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Okay, it's like the paying members got sense. You rogue mother hunchies, y'all just say any daggone thing. What's wrong with you ninjas? Hey, but anyway, let's continue talking about Bury Me Motown. I don't know what part. Bury Me in Motown. I don't know what the part this is. All I know is that we got this video and the one after that. With the victory of Somebody's Watching Me behind me, I had almost completed my own game plan. But the tragedy that struck next left me so anguished that I could think of nothing else. When Cliff called that morning, I immediately heard something strange in his voice. It was a pretty day outside, April 1st, 1984. Marvin Gaye has just been shot and killed. I reeled from shock and disbelief. Cliff asked, "Where's little Marvin?" "Oh no," I said, with a renewed bolt of anguish. "He and Eddie went out to eat." I was heartsick. Marvin III had spent the night at our place and had left a few hours ago with Eddie. Any minute now, the news would be blasting on the stereo in Eddie's car, in which they would be driving along, finger popping and having a good time. The boys had even talked of dropping by and saying hello to little Marvin's father. I made my first phone call. "Anna, is what I heard true?" She sounded solemn, almost sedated, in answering, "Yes, it is." When I asked her what had happened, she said, "They think his father shot him." In a panic, I stood by the apartment window looking into the parking lot where the boys would be returning. For an excruciating hour, I stood at the window praying that Marvin III would be spared the unspeakable devastation of hearing it on the radio. At last, I held my breath as Eddie's car pulled up. Music was pouring out of the windows, and when the two got out, they were dancing and laughing. I met them at the door. "Marvin, go in the bedroom and call your mother." He didn't look alarmed since my voice was very flat, and this wasn't an unusual request for me. I watched him trot off to the phone, and I took Eddie into the other bedroom on hearing the news. Eddie's knees buckled. We waited in the living room. Eddie and I, Raya and her boyfriend Tommy, no one said a word. It was a long time before Marvin emerged from the bedroom, moving very slowly, fighting to hold back his sorrow. Only one tear glistened on his cheek. We stood together silently, lending our presence, for no one was able to speak. Marvin III, at 18, was placed in charge of the funeral arrangements. He, with the help of his father's assistant, Kitty Sears, picked out the casket, selected clothes for burial, a military-type suit with brass buttons and gold braiding, and even went to the funeral home to dress his father. And he conducted the funeral services. Many people from Motown were there, including Smokey and Stevie Wonder, who delivered a eulogy. Marvin was able to assemble his father's road band, and they played many memorable songs. The most moving, of course, was What's Going On. The next day, Marvin and Anna took Eddie and a few close friends out on a boat, and there was distributed Marvin Gaye's Ashes to the Sea as he had desired. Child, so anyway, girl, my goodness, girl. Woo! So this part right here shook me. I'd like to take this time to apologize to the Tony Terry, okay? Because I thought it was Tony Terry who had knocked down Wendy Williams unwillingly. It wasn't the Tony Terry, okay? It was this dude that was messing with the Sugar Ray. Had no idea, because I never heard of the dude. Or at least I don't even remember the dude, you know, as a one-hit wonder in the 80s. But hold tight, because we about to get into it. Because girl, Barry, that thief of dreams, was becoming more unfathomable. It was harder and harder for me to believe he was the man I'd once sworn to love forever. Come hell or high water, with every denial, every rejection, every no, his humanity faded away, as did the chains he held on my heart. We're good. It only took you till you was 50 to freaking wake up. You know what? It's funny. Eventually people get it. You know what I'm saying? Eventually people be like, ooh, why did I sell my vagina for him? Why did I do that? In the meantime, I made it far enough in the Motown political jungle. My instincts had become acutely sensitized, and I was now able to defend myself from attack and to recognize a hit project that could put me over the top. The funny thing about this jungle was that the perfect prey spotted me first. Oh my God. The perfect prey. No, girl, that was a predator, girl. Hold on, I'm gonna get there. Give me a minute. Sugar Ray about 50 years old, okay? And she insecure and vulnerable, okay? Now, the reason why I say she insecure and vulnerable is because she made such a bad move and choice with this dude that I was like, girl, well, I would have preferred you, you know, hanging around with Booger Berry. So anyway, we got these two bands going on, okay? What's it called? Cagney and the Dirty Rats, okay? And he's the lead singer for both bands. I don't know how that happened, but I guess he figured he gonna hit with one of them. He there, right? The dude name is Shirk. Shirk. Let me spell it for y'all. Shirk. S-H-E-R-R-I-C-K. Shirk. Okay, forget my DC accent, right? Shirk. Okay? Shirk. All the boys are hanging around, right? And the dude, Shirk, has said to Curry, oh, who is that sugar mama right there? He ain't say that, but that's what he was thinking in his heart, right? Carrie, Barry Gordy, and Sugar Ray's son is like, ugh, that's my mama. What are you doing? He was like, man, your mama bad as a mug, okay? Whenever a young dude is trying to get a piece of a 50-year-old woman, it's always a goop. Yeah, they think we gonna knock them down. What they do is they think that we finna, you know, fuck them in the church, okay, in the back pew. You know, they think we about to drag them down to the Terror Dome and show them something. You know, that's what they, oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's what they be thinking in their heart. Right? Until they realize that when we do get with them, it's just mayonnaise and peanut butter all over the walls. That's all it is. I mean, we might got a trick or two, you know. And ladies, let me tell you something. You're welcome. If you ever get a young dude in the bedroom with you, know this, okay? Because he young and you old, he gonna be pressed, all right? He gonna let you do anything to him. So what I advise every old girl to do, stick something in his butt. That's what you do. Then that way, he gonna think twice about pumping and dumping. You hear me? He gonna think twice about that, because all they want to do is hunt you one time and then go back to their young girlfriend who can give them a baby, okay? But you're welcome. Stick something in their butt, okay? And then that way, you know, you could be like, well, you know, I mean, can you come past and pay the light bill or something? You know, and instead of him not picking up your phone call, he gonna pick up your phone call because you done stuck a light bulb in his butt, okay? You're welcome. Later, Cliff, all right, the first boy, all right, was hanging out, and Shirk tried the same thing. Oh man, bruh, I mean, who is that lady, man? She is fine as this hell. Is why I call him a predator, nigga. How you not gonna know who Sugar Ray is? You're working for her. You working with her. I know you see her pointing fingers and shit and writing notes and stuff. I know you know that that's the children. I know you know that, but that's a way of him opening the door. I noticed this guy's work in Cagney, but it wasn't until the spring of 1984 that he came into my office and actually introduced himself. It would have been hard for anyone to ignore Shirk. I soon came to know him as an articulate 27-year-old with an earthy charisma. 6'4", with a strong, proud face, a gorgeous physique, he carried himself with a sensual, cat-like confidence. At the nape of his neck, from a head of neatly styled dark brown hair, fell a single braid all the way down to his waist. That nigga had a tail. Is that what you saying, girl? He had a tail? Ooh, why did we do that in the 80s? Girl, why did we do that? Oh, that was so stupid. He had an outstanding voice. A powerful tenor with the silken lines of Luther Vandross and a verve of Jackie Wilson that hinted at his classical training. A true vocal musician. Shirk was desirable with absolutely all the perfect ingredients for a pop star. He was every woman's dream come true. A fantasy man. He was. Fantasy. I held him at bay for about 6 months, waiting for an opportunity to test his mettle until I finally hired him to do background vocals on Rockwell's Capture album. Then, when I casually mentioned that he would be cutting the vocals on He's a Cobra the next day, I also dropped this on him. Oh, and you'll be singing on it with Stevie Wonder. Yeah, he's like, ooh, this old lady likes me. So what should I do? You know, because them fine dudes be knowing they be fine, okay? They know what the heck they be doing with us, all right? You know, they know. Just like them young bulldaggers. I be telling my wife, if you don't take that young bulldagger squint, you know, lip poked out type look off your face, rolling your hands like this, like, girl, if you give me a chance, I'm gonna knock you down. I'm gonna fuck you up. Same time, however, I was detecting danger signs from some chronic sources. By early 1985, it was clear that despite everything I'd achieved at Super 3, I would get nothing more from Jay Lasker than a cold shoulder. Time and again, our product was pointedly not being pushed by Motown sales. Right, she was dealing with this dude. I think his name was Guy, right? Guy was a hater. He was a hating ass. Okay, that's what Willie Hutch. And I brought up the subject of Lionel Richie's then unreleased album, Can't Slow Down. And someone commented favorably on the first single on it, All Night Long. Guy had nothing to contribute to the conversation, but plunged in anyway. That song's a flop. No one will listen to it. See what I tell you? That goddamn guy is a hater. But then Barry the Gordy stepped in. Okay, Barry the Gordy was like, "What the hell are you talking about? That song is a smash. Shut the talking to me. Go sit your dumb ass over there." And that's what he deserved. Guy is a hey. What the hell are you talking about, man? I haven't even heard the damn record. But if Lionel Richie did it as hot as he is, it's got to be a smash. Okay, girls. His mentor, me and Sugar Ray, is Shirk's mentor. Wasn't R. Kelly all them girls' mentors? Wasn't that what happened? As his mentor, I offered him a way to realize his dreams of becoming a recording star. As my protege, he offered me a way to realize my dream of managing a star. We were a perfect team, occasionally lovers. I knew it. It was a matter of time, y'all. I knew it. She was going, scramble up all that 6'4" and slide down it. I knew that. Occasionally lovers, we were starting to hear the songs that would capture those sensual, sexy rhythms and qualities. On a few occasions, Shirk made foray into the night, sometimes borrowing my car to buy cigarettes and not returning for 2 or 3 days. Sugar Ray, that's not called borrowing, girl. That's called stealing. If he going to go buy some cigarettes, right, and he ain't been back, he don't come back for 2 or 3 days, nothing in your green mind is telling you that, one, he may be on a crack tour. Okay, and 2, he is still in the car, girl. Do you even know where your car? Suppose you gotta get up and go to the grocery store. There ain't no Ubers. Ain't no Ubers in the 80s. I decided that whenever restlessness drove him out, I would not fight it. And I was not even startled when he once returned carrying a cute 2-year-old girl, his daughter, with a report that he had spent the last night camping out at her mother's house. I didn't lecture or growl, understanding that the intensity of our work together was grounds for these pauses. You mean the dick? You mean the D-I-N-G? It was late on a June afternoon when I was ushered into Barry's impressive office by Edna Anderson, Barry's well-dressed, efficient assistant. Now, this is what happened. So she in there trying to talk to Barry the Gordy about how she feel about Shirk, right? She about to do a whole presentation to Barry the Gordy as to why Barry Gordy should put Motown money behind. So anyway, she's sitting there, she got her notes, her cue cards or her flash cards, her sticky notes, whatever. She rehearsing it, thinking in her mind, okay, I'm gonna put this sentence here, I'm gonna put this inflection there, I'm gonna smile here, all this other bullshit, right? She been working on this, okay? Then all of a sudden, what's her name? Susan DePassy, Gorilla Back, comes in and storms in with a group of people laughing and joking. Ha 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 ha. Barry the Gordy's so drained by that encounter with the people while she's sitting there quiet, saying to herself, I hope that bitch hurry up and get out. Don't matter, because Susie DePassy is his right-hand gorilla. So when Suzanne DePassy, the gorilla back, leaves, Barry the Gordy, said, Ray, I'm so tired. Shoot, man, can we talk about this later? And that girl said, okay, Barry. Shit, I would have sat there and was like, you better get out my face. You gonna listen to me. Finally, she left. And Barry turned to me, drained, and asking if we could postpone the meeting. Given little choice, I agreed, certain that when we next sat down, Barry would be ready to pounce on a deal for us. Girl, please. Never in my wildest nightmares could I have guessed that this aborted meeting with Barry would be my last as an employee of Motown. In July 1985, Guy Costa, the hater, telephone call came. Now, if you have not already done so, Please remember to like, share the Facebook, subscribe, and visit uptopbeauty.com. Now remember this, the same people that you meet on the way up will always be the same people that you meet on the way down. My naysayers, my patron loves. You babies, have a good one. Peace.